R&B, and hip hop. WPMM online radio.
About to show y'all how to make noodles. Get you a couple packs of these, beef flavor, you know what I'm saying? Get you some water. Put them in like this, you know what I'm saying? I put the lids on mine, baby. Wait 3 minutes. Bam! Noodles, my G.
You are now listening to Noodle Talk live on WPMM Radio. It's Rico Suave, Puerto Rico in the house. If you want to know the business, tune in Tuesday and Friday and let us know how you really feel. Y ya tu sabes.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Ed Jr., a.k.a. Ed Head Honcho, a.k.a. the Black Brazilian Mamba. You are now tuning in Noodle Talk on WPMM Radio. Let's go!
Y'all are now tuning in to Noodle Talk on WPMM Radio. It's your kid Antoine Silva in your speaker and live in your city. Hey, G, what's the beef?
You are now live with Noodle Talk with your boy Boss, business over stupid shit, all day long, all day strong. Here on WPMM Radio with Changing Horizons Media Group. We live in your speakers, baby. What you gonna do about it? Holla at us.
Peace and love. You are now locked into Noodle Talk with your boy Johnny Lee.
Okay, so I think that'll do it. Did we just get started?
I think we just got started.
Did we just get started? I think we started. I don't know. Check the sound. Someone check the level. See if they can hear me. Someone talk to me, please. What's going on? Talk to me, baby. Everybody don't know that.
Not everybody.
Everybody don't know that.
Oh, sorry.
Raggedy people.
I see. Here I go getting.
Talk to me, baby.
Everybody don't know that. Y'all be good. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, all right, cool. That's what it is. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Boss, man. Business over stupid shit. All day long, all day strong. Y'all not tuned in the Noodle Talk. Loudmouth Entertainment. World Out the Niggas, the group. I'm about to talk about some shit today. Normally, I try my best to not cuss, but I'm about to talk about some shit today. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all gonna get pissed at me. Well, guess what? I don't care. I'm standing on my square today. I said it.
Yeah, we're talking about business, baby. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Antoine Silva in the building. AG. Live in your city and live in your speakers. How you treat your people so shitty?
Damn. Stuff.
Who hurt you?
Somebody got treated up badly, I guess. I don't know.
Just treating their people shitty. Go ahead. No, I'm going to leave it alone.
Sounds like it's all panic, no disco right now. That's fine.
That sounds like my life. Making no disco.
But it's Rico Suave, ya tu sabes, Puerto Rico in the house. Your baby mama, not so undercover love.
Here you go again.
Here you go. What you got to tell us?
Yeah, you want to tell us?
I'm not gonna tell nothing. I'm just saying.
Remember
it's
something?
not so undercover. Normally it's undercover because you'd be like, I'm trying to hide things. But now I'm just like, I don't really care because I can fight.
Nice comeback. Okay. Good way to bring that back.
All right.
Good way to bring that back.
He saved the shit out that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he did. Hey, look, man, we wanna bring our guest back in, man. She disappeared on us last week. Tuesday?
It was Tuesday.
Tuesday, she disappeared on us, y'all. We was like, where's she at?
Where they at? No,
she did.
Well, yeah, y'all welcome back, man. Y'all look at her. Look over there.
Hi guys. My name is still Mike, and I like sports, and that's it. I ain't got nothing to add for it. It's your girl Diamond. I'm back.
Oh my gosh! Somebody please help us.
You did this too.
Yeah, I did.
From North Carolina. Come on now.
Did it pop out this week?
Nah, my titties were safe and secure this week. So we're having a rocky week, honestly. Buckle up for safety.
So her good luck charm is if that left titty pop out?
Not even the left one. Last week, Monday morning, when I woke up, my tank top was in the middle. like, oh,
It took me a second. I was like, what are we talking about?
But yeah, I woke up with my titties out and I was like, it's gonna be a good ass week. And it was a good ass week last week. This week, I was subbing a long sleeve t-shirt, but no titties coming loose.
Woke up on the wrong side of the titties.
That's just not good. I don't like that. I don't get me excited at all. At
all. With the long sleeve on?
Look, as we talking about titties, you know what I'm talking about? This is one time for the one time. If y'all
do y'all remember the tune?
Let's see if they remember. We got titties in the building. From the left to the right, you can see them. It's titties in the building. Everybody over there in the back say titties in the building. You can put them in your mouth and suck them like titties in the building.
I don't know if these titties will be back in the building.
They hit him with that Jim Carrey. I just want to see your titties, baby.
I'm dead, actually.
Another thing that I want to say is last night. Some jumbotron titties got popped out last night. I don't know what. Yes, it was a fight inside the club. It was a fight inside the club, and I was just like, "Yo,
was she also jumbo?"
No. Oh, okay. No.
Because normally people will be like, well, yeah, some big old titties. And I'm like,
was
she
big old body? What do you mean?
Man, I heard it started off just like, the fight started off like, hey, man.
I come in there looking for like titties and I see fucking
and she snatched her wig off.
Marshmallow puff.
What'd you just say?
That's wild.
The girl was like, I don't like you. And she snatched her wig off. Or whatever. So the other girls, the jumbotron titties was just like, oh, take my wig off, huh, bitch? Took her wig off. So now it's just two wigs flying around. And so they just went to knocking each other out or whatever. And it was just two sets of titties just on the stage.
So bald bitches with titties out.
Bald just with titties out.
That's
and guess what?
Straight back cornrows.
And guess what? All I got was the story. Because I ain't see none of them. And I'm upset. Okay? That is not a thing. I don't like that. Titties. If titties is out, I need to be.
What time did this fight break out?
Around like 2:30.
Right at the end.
I left.
I had to just live.
No, you.
I had walked in there.
Yeah, you had to just left.
This shit crazy.
That was over with. It was titties out everywhere, flopping. God, dog. That's a. I understand that y'all having a situation right now and y'all over there fighting, but if y'all could just turn left slightly so I can just make sure I get that right nipple. You hear me? I just come on, man. Don't do me like that. That's my thing.
What makes good breasts?
Huh?
What makes good breasts?
What makes good breasts?
We had the conversation last night.
What?
We're talking about titties. Last
I tell you what makes a good
I feel
breast.
like it's the areola.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. You know what's funny?
I do.
You know what's funny? I know you do. Women will bash other women really hard for having like big nipples, or women who they have like really discolored from their normal skin color nipples. Like women will really bash women for that.
I don't bash women, but
and it has, well, I mean, like women when they talk shit, they're like, that's why you got big ass nipples. Like they're rude and mean, right? And so that's what I meant by that.
Not the sauces.
Yeah. But what's funny is that has nothing to fucking do with it. And y'all be insulting each other for no reason, because that does not matter.
I don't really care about.
It is about
areolas.
It is proper proportion. It is the right amount of lift. It's the right amount of like the rounded hand shape. Can I get my hand around it?
Droop.
No. There's no droop. It's the yeah. If you got some weight to it and it's a natural weight, cool. But if that natural weight is like down here, that's different. That's not what we talk about.
Everybody in the comments, drop your favorite like shape type titty, because you know what mine is. Mine's is like the orb type titty. It's like it looked like two perfect orbs or whatever, and I don't really care about
if it's too perfect. If it's too perfect, I don't like it.
If it's too perfect, you don't like it?
Yeah, like fake, like fake titties. I don't like fake titties.
I don't care. To be honest, I don't care if they fake or not. I don't want you to die behind it or catch any type of,
I paid for mine. So I paid to get my tires rotated. So
all I'm saying is, it's just when you get them, they be right, and they just.
Well, I mean, like
they
if they're
orb
fake,
looking, and they look good, and just
like they
put
look
one.
fake.
I didn't
Send me a picture.
Fake. Nah.
It's so.
Yeah, show me.
Send me a picture.
Show me
what you do.
Show me what we're talking about.
Y'all act like they yours, but they belong to me.
Right.
So just send me a picture. I'm sorry. Titties is it. People.
Even gave me little titties. Everybody loves titties.
I don't know. I'm not a titty dude.
Question.
What?
She got raisins, big old gumdrops.
I don't care. I'm putting my mouth on them either way.
You ain't lying.
I ain't putting my mouth on the raisins, cuz.
Y'all just gonna act like y'all don't know what that movie is?
Well, I'll be.
This is crazy.
I'm just be honest.
I look like a hamster drinking out of that little water faucet thing that they got.
If she got little raisin titties, cuz that shit over with.
Little titties get sucked the same. That's all I'm saying.
No, it don't.
Yes, they do.
Because you can't suck them.
Little titties get sucked the same.
How?
What you got the big old gumdrop?
You be over there be like,
Get sucked the same. Get sucked the same.
You can't.
I feel like I took it way out there in left field. We might need to bring it back.
You do. We got to go back. But
we did. We'll be at.
But no.
Cool.
Yeah, no.
No.
Got to have a good shape.
Or
it can't look too fake. But yes,
it's got to look. I don't like droopy titty. I don't like super sad droopy titties.
Not super sad.
Yeah, because if the titty drooping all the way down there, and then you be like, here we go, let's do it. And I'm like,
I used to go to the nude beach in San Diego.
Your titties is sad. How I'm supposed to be happy?
I always got compliments at the beach. They'd be like, this is where we needed to be at the whole time. I was just like, but I took one of my shipmates from the ship.
And took her to the new beach.
I took her to the new beach because I told her I went all the time. And she was like, can you take me with you? I was just like, I'll take you, yeah. So I'm out there.
That was wild. Stark
ass naked. And she was like, I think I'm going to take off my top. I was just like, baby, do your thing. I come here a lot, so I'm at home.
Where's this at?
Black's Beach in San Diego.
Oh, yeah, no. Anywhere in America. I'm not going to a nude beach anywhere in America. I'll go to nude beach like Europe, shit like that. America?
They got raggedy bodies over there, too. Same way.
No, I don't mean raggedy bodies. I mean just the culture of America. I would not having it.
I've seen some shit at the nude beach. But her titties was like...
Why you do the crow feet shit? Like it just,
she made them seem like they was about to sit upright, and then the nipple said no.
All I imagined was like the half square, like for like shaping wood.
Yeah,
like a perfect L protractor type thing. Like I was like, what?
I ain't lying.
That's
I was
bad.
used to her boobs, but nobody came up to us that day. I will say that. So it's like I gotta hike back up. Never mind.
This is crazy.
Also,
so you got no attention because
approaching someone on a nude beach is
Don't
also wild, and it's
thing.
also America, and that's the reason why I'm not going to the nude beach in America. That's why.
Well, folks be out there playing soccer. Dangling, just dangling.
Yeah, no, I'm all right.
Just dangling.
I need something secure before I'm running around doing a sport.
This shit crazy, bro.
Like I would never jog on the beach nude.
I'm gonna be. I'm finna be not. Now that you brought it up, I'm gonna be honest with you. If we playing soccer, and I'm going to like try to score, and you try to stop me and play defense,
I'm
and
finna let you
then
have it.
I'm finna uppercut you, bro.
Don't come near me. Don't charge at me.
Bro,
What is that?
No sudden movement.
I can promise you, bro, I'm gonna get out the way. And if you are erect in any type of way, I can almost promise you, bro. We
Don't
about.
touch me when you say that.
I promise you, we about to fight.
can you imagine y'all running around playing soccer? First off, again, I don't mean to be mean. But if you're gay, cool. But if you're not and you think you're straight and you're out there playing naked soccer, you're not straight. I don't mean to be mean. That's wild to me because, like, can you imagine just the risk that is there, running around in the sand and you trip, or one of y'all run into one another and somebody's dangling touches your leg, or like at worst, like he falls on your head or something,
or he just just lays right perfectly in between your cheeks.
What's crazy?
You know what?
What's crazy?
Everybody had to die. Everybody would have to die.
Kill everybody.
See nothing.
What's crazy is I was on TikTok earlier. They was talking about the naked mile they do in Turks and Caicos, and I was like, naked mile, it ain't nothing but men. I said, oh, I can't. But it's like
But the thing is,
it's like a $10,000 prize or something to win the naked mile, and you got a bunch of men just hold themselves running. I'm like, this is crazy.
I feel like that's an American like culture thing. Is like it's gay men, it's old men, it's pervert men, and then girls in groups.
America, yeah, that's America.
I don't know about that.
That's all. There's no, like.
Because I've been to a nude beach in Europe, and everybody was like, "It's chill."
Maybe they don't like
everything was super chill.
You go and mind your business.
Anyway, exactly. You go and you mind your business. That's what it is. Well, imagine walking up, nice titties. No one does that over there. That's crazy. Well, unless there's a weirdo. Unless there's a weirdo, but
done that. Like never, a man has never approached me and been like, "You have like a good ass body." Like, no, this never happened. This one guy came up and was like squatting one time. I was just like, "Sir, I'm laying down on my beach towel, please. I am eye level with it."
He was trying to touch your forehead with it.
You know what? That's what you get for being there in the first place.
I want to go ahead and jump into this because I know a lot of people are sitting here asking this question. It's just like, John, what the hell do you mean how to deal with black folks? I gotta dive into it. When I say how to deal with black people, I had this person try to talk to me or whatever. She was of the Caucasus tribe from the mountain of Caucasus, and she just didn't understand it. She just didn't get it. It was a no. And I was just like, how do you not know what you're getting yourself into when you try to like talk to me or whatever? Like this. I know. I'm black, you're white. I know how you operate and I know how I operate. And I know that for us to work, we got to be able to come together on some things or whatever. But there's some things that black people will just not come together on. And that's what I'm going to talk about right here. Okay? That's just let me. I'm finna go. I gotta spell. I just want to go ahead and clarify that because I don't want everybody to trip and think I'm finna start talking smack. I need y'all to understand there's some things that black people will not do when it comes. If they dating a white person or Asian or some type of green alien, whatever the case it is, whenever you dating black people.
Side note,
I just want
black American people.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Cool. I just want
a very, very big difference.
Is there anybody else that's black?
I just want to say this.
I mean, there's Africans, there's
after we had this conversation last
Caribbean.
How dare you preface
yeah,
this?
that's what I'm saying.
I had to.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about how to date black American people because there's a big difference between every other one.
How dare you preface this?
I had to, bro, because it was. I had this. What exactly is being talked about right now? All right, cool. So here we go. So this girl wanted to talk to me, and I came over. I went over to her house or whatever. We was chilling. You know what I'm talking about? You know, we was engaging in activities or whatever was going on with that.
Pre-mating rituals.
No, not even that. Not even that. I was talking about all the other activities of the kinds or whatever, right? And shut up. So
pre-mating activities.
So what happened was she
Nick ain't shit.
What happened was she has a dog or whatever, right? And she loves her dog. She loves her dog to the T. I'm not mad that you love your dog. I love animals too. But when you start kissing your dog in the mouth, with your mouth, and then proceed to be like, come here, and kiss on and try to kiss on me.
See, I know where you're going with this, but I'm gonna be so rude to you.
So
you shared a blunt with that broad.
That's when.
That's crazy.
That's when life is no longer lifing. Okay, we can't do that. That is rule number one. That's it. That's it. That's rule number one. I can't do it. If you kiss your dog in the mouth, we can't date. That's it. If you kiss your dog with your mouth in its mouth, go ahead.
I love my dog, right?
I know you do. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna hit her right now. Yeah.
I'm gonna Eskimo kiss my bitch. I ain't even gonna hug you, but she's not gonna lick me. Like it's gonna be nose to nose, and then I'm gonna be like, pop you in your shit. You think you gonna lick me in my mouth?
Right.
But like Eskimo kisses, like my best friend, she'll be like, that's a dog. She got germs, and I'm like, that contact is gonna lower my chance of having allergies. So mind your business. But like I will not kiss my dog in the mouth. Like that's not happening. It's a fine line.
Why? What line is that?
I'm not letting that dog kiss me in the mouth.
It's like, but a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's mouth.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just not doing it, bro.
Like I will touch noses, but I'm like, I'm not eating with this. I'm not putting this anywhere. I'm not like it's my nose. It's a piece of skin. That'd be like her coming up to like lick my hand. Like I would let that happen, but
I
you're not
hate
doing
that
in my
sentence, by the way.
What?
A dog's mouth's cleaner than a human's mouth.
Yeah, I hate when people say that.
No.
Fuck, still animal.
A dog,
they're doggy cats.
A dog has less bacteria in their mouth because the way their bodies operate. The mouth eliminates a lot more bacteria than what's in our mouth. But here's a fun fact. Bacteria is healthy for you, you dipshits. And guess what? Humans have a bunch of healthy bacteria in their mouth that they need to get through life. So it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like saying, you know, a dog's blood's cleaner than your blood. I don't care. I need my blood to live. So fuck off. Stupid ass comment. Sorry. All right. I'm done.
I don't like that was the thing. And I couldn't tell her. I couldn't tell her just like, yo, like I can't talk to you because you kiss your dog in the mouth or whatever. Right? All I could do was just exit stage left.
How do you even sanitize after that? Like,
all I know is I went home.
Like,
I went home.
And exfoliate your lips. Like,
I went home.
Where's the line? Because I feel like you need to do a whole face care routine.
I went home.
Maybe we can talk.
You gotta wash your face.
He been gonna take 7 showers.
I went home.
Yeah.
I went home.
Because that's a habit. That's her dog. You just got here. That dog been here.
That dog been here.
They got an established relationship. They got rapport.
Why would you do that? Oh. It's just a reminder that dog been here, and that's a thing of
that's a
habit,
regular routine for you.
That's a habit.
They are established. They have an established relationship.
Like,
and I'm new here.
They've been down for 10 years, and you got 3 of these hoes.
No, that's not
cool on it.
It was new to me. I'm new, and I'm just like, yeah, this ain't it. I was like, I don't think I can rock with that.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything they want to add before I go on to something else?
I'm be honest.
Go ahead.
It's just I can't do it. I'm not doing it. It's a refusal for me.
What?
I'm gonna get up and go home if I see you do it.
I'm saying, give me another point.
You might let your dog get a little lick off the spoon when you're cooking. Like, I don't like that.
The thought process is probably that you let the dog lick peanut butter somewhere. So I got to go.
That brings me to another topic.
I said what I said and I meant what I said.
You can't eat everybody's house?
You cannot.
Oh, you cannot.
I saw some cat hair and some pasta salad one time, and I was like,
I pushed the goddamn button.
I done folded my paper plate and fucked up sandwich.
Wait,
trash.
I got a question. How you explain that? We're just like, I can't do this.
Oh, baby, that's why you can't look. I ain't got no chill. So, baby, this is why you can't eat at everybody's house. Trash. Like, literally, that's exactly how it happened. Like, I ate my Publix chicken. I ate some bag chips, some pasta salad. Okay, it was in a metal thing, so I was like, maybe But then I saw the cat hair, and I was like, baby, Publix ain't put no hair in no damn.
It's over.
You let your cats on the counters. You let anything. This girl I was talking to, she used to bring her cat to my house. Her cat would be on my counters and stuff, and I was like, that's a wild animal. I get it. I've had cats in the past. I'm a dog girl, but I've had cats in the past. You really can't like train a cat. Like, it's damn near impossible. You can, but it takes like a lot of work.
That's cool.
I would sanitize like my counters and stuff before I would start cooking, and like I was used to that habit because again I've had cats. She was like, I just feel like it's such an inconvenience, and I'm like, dude, that's an animal. Like, I know that my dog's not gonna get on the fucking counters, but a cat is, so I know that that's what I need to do because I'm a clean person. Like, I'm not gonna have cat hairs in my food. Like, the fuck. Ooh.
I seen the people y'all kissing and y'all worried about a dog shaking my head. Ooh. You ain't see me. Who? You ain't seen nothing, Nick. I don't know what. Don't even do that. Them two, you might see them do some stuff. You ain't see me do nothing.
Listen, first off, try me. Go ahead. Put that to the test.
Yeah, you ain't seen me do nothing.
Who was that? Look, I'm gonna be honest.
It's called jokes. Chill.
He made a joke. And he said, y'all. I can only speak for myself.
Not the big eye.
Because I don't know.
Excuse me, sir.
Because that comment might be valid. I don't know. But
Miguel.
I be kissing attractive bitches. What you talking about?
Attractive bitches is crazy.
Miguel.
What?
First of all, how often do you see me out with somebody? Be real.
What is
Okay,
that?
so
What-
yeah,
what
let me
did
go
that that had nothing to do with nothing.
I'm gonna go to my next point. If your dog lay in the bed with you.
Imagine real quick. I just want to pause real quick because Nick's over here. I knew Miguel would say something. You know this is a podcast, right? Y'all know that, right?
We've been waiting on him to show up.
Like where we talk and say words and have conversations and shit. We do that. We do that, right?
Price, no nothing.
I just all right, just making sure. Because I knew he would say something. Yeah, because we
AKA Ash Ketchum, you gotta chill.
We gotta
bro.
talk.
Why is he? Hey, take it off. Cut the show.
He said, how often do you take a trip to the parking lot real quick, Mike? Wow.
Look around. And
So, like I was saying,
You know why?
like I was saying, red flag. Just warning.
Flag on the play.
Don't go that way. I'm just gonna tell you
I'm
right
not playing
now.
with nobody.
Don't defend yourself. Just leave it alone. You saw the message. You should just
Hey, yo, Nick,
Flag
I'm gonna
on the
text
play.
you real quick, homie.
I'll put it up there.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, I'ma just you see it. You saw it.
I saw it.
Leave it alone.
I
Don't
done
say
saw
no.
it.
He said, oh, I thought we were talking. Yes.
Hey, yo, Nick, you know how you?
podcast, ain't it?
Nope.
Hey, yo, Nick, you know how you come on and talk?
No.
You come to the show and talk. That's what I need you
He
to
said
do.
it's a podcast, ain't it?
Come to the show. And you free right now because you talking.
He said we in the
So,
parking lot hiding the Bevo Lotties.
I don't
That's
do-
wild.
Wow. That what we doing,
Nick
Miguel?
blasting. Yeah, he is. I don't do so. Kissing the dog in the mouth. That's a no go. Dog laying in the bed with you. That's a no go. I can't do that either.
Let me come back to the dog stuff now.
Yeah, I can't do that either. If your
I
dog,
let my dog in my bed, but it was literally like pull my sheets, wash them dead.
I do want to point out though.
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm no. If your dog is licking you in the mouth and you're just like, and I'm like, my face is like,
You need mental
as
health.
long as you don't try to kiss me or nothing afterwards, that I'm cool with that. But in my experience,
I chose violence.
people who are so familiar with their pets, like they let them on all their couches and blankets and stuff and the pillows, and they're in the bed with them and they're letting them lick the face and they're giving them the spoon and stuff to lick off. Like there's no boundaries with their pets. And therefore I
Their
know
family.
that is a regular, what we all were saying is like, it's a regular everyday day-to-day
That's
thing.
what they do.
So I know that like, if I expect them to go, I know they don't wash their hands afterwards. I know they don't wash their face afterwards. So I'm just like, I don't know if I could do that. And I've dated people who are similar. And it's just like, they got you laying in the bed and I got cat hair and animal hair all over me. And I'm just like,
I don't
Can't do
animal
it.
hair
and they don't, and they know they're pet people and they know that's a thing. So a lot of pet people, they're like, I'm not cleaning every day. I'm not going to clean this all the time because that's
Wait,
exhausting.
what?
Yes. A lot of pet people, they get to the point they're like, it's exhausting. Like they'll clean, they will clean. But a lot of them are like, if you were to clean as much as you needed to clean,
Keep it pet.
you'd be exhausted.
I don't do her feet as often as I should. That's like the thing that I'd like, but I just wear house shoes. Like, and then I clean my carpets every so often.
Wait.
But a lot of people let like cat hair build up on their like furniture,
Blankets, bro.
blankets. You have to launder that stuff and vacuum.
Fool, I wear black. Okay. I wear
stomach-
black.
My stomach hurt.
I've gone over to girls' houses or exes' houses or people's houses, sat down on the couch
Got
or
up.
laid in the bed and got up
Fur
and
ball.
I looked like an animal.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's not cute.
sick.
I had a
That's
whole-
enough to turn me off right there.
I had a whole coat of fur and I was just like, well, one, I'm ready for the winter. Two, I'm going home.
If I have to bring a lint roller to your house every time,
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a little in my car.
Oh no,
Same.
my stomach bubbling.
My stomach bubbling.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought about when you said that.
Man, no.
It's too much. It's too much.
I use the attachment with the velvet or whatever to attract lint and stuff, and I vacuum my couch with that regularly. But my dog doesn't even get on my couch. It's just like it transfers from my kids are on the floor and then they get on the couch and they bring the hair up.
Of course.
It's just like you have to. If you're gonna have a pet, you gotta be clean. Like,
Gotta be mindful.
otherwise, don't expect me to be around in parks because
Can't do it. So now I got another question I want to ask you.
Not today.
I got a question. Since you brought your kids up, so let me just segue
What
into
about
it,
my
right?
kids?
Can I? Sorry. Damn it! I got so distracted.
I know it happens.
What I was gonna say was, I will say that I have a lot of experience with Black people who are pet people who do the same thing.
There we go. Because they clean. God damn it.
no, they let.
I'm
shit
telling
slide.
you, they let shit slide.
What you talking about?
Yes,
Me.
I have a lot of experience with a lot of Black people that I've seen in my life that do the dog kissing thing.
What?
What?
The what is crazy.
Now,
Hold on.
again,
Wait a minute.
it has to do with where they were raised and how they were brought up. Exactly.
Yeah.
For instance, I don't mean to point a here. You ready? I don't give a damn. It's a podcast. Fuck y'all.
Tell him he telling stories.
Look,
Where
no.
y'all at? Say he's story.
Let
tell
me
Mother
all right.
Goosey
You
story
ready?
right
That's
now.
what I'm saying. I was going to try to censor it, but I don't have any better way to say it. Black people who are well off, and they come from well off families, and they got money, and they live in the burbs, and they grow up like their counterparts. They
Their
do the same
classmates,
shit that
their
they do.
schoolmates.
Yeah, if they're middle upper class, I have watched Black people let animals lick them in the face.
I grew up like that, and my daddy wouldn't even let me have a pet. Period.
See, that's one thing.
So it was like animals belong outside.
I was just gonna say I grew up on a farm and that was odd.
And that's
See that? Look,
and that's cool, but again, you grew up. First off, that wasn't a declaration. If you grew up on a farm, you should know what's happening.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
just because
Like,
you're around animals a lot don't mean anything. The reason why people do that is because they don't know. They do that because they got money. They do that because they have that privilege. They just do shit that don't make no sense because they got too much time on their hands.
it's just like this is cool.
This is fine. Everything's
no,
fine.
that's a no. All right.
But watch. Next time, watch a rich Black woman with her dog, with her Pomeranian. She'll be like,
Why he had to use the
I'd be like,
Pomeranian? Ask your question.
You brought your kids up.
which is also culture. I believe in purity of culture. This is why.
Say
Mix too many cultures over here.
say you was like just chilling, having a good day, posting on Instagram, just I'm out and about, I'm living life, having a good time. No pictures of your kids. This is you. This is you having a good time about you, right? And somebody posts that you really don't know. Say, you better make sure you taking care of them kids too.
Baby, you better make sure you mind your fucking business. I'm sorry. I thought you were in my business. They with their fucking daddy. Okay, thank you. My best friend's aunt, who raised her, she lived with her until she like graduated high school and stuff. She's always like, Diamond going to Miami? Where her kids gonna be at with their damn daddy? Not with me, obviously, but also they could go to Miami if it was my week. But me and Sierra make plans to be adults. And sometimes we make plans to do like different shit. We would go to Orlando, we take them to Disney. But when my kids are with me, they're with me. When they're with their dad, that's their daddy's business. And I'm finna find my own business when they're not there. Okay. I hope you're taking care of them kids. I'm taking care of me this week, baby. For them kids.
All right. So again,
This is crazy.
they you say that, right?
Mhm.
But it was like I was just joking. Or whatever. It was just me telling a joke. I didn't, obviously
This is me and my DMs. Tread lightly, ho.
obviously I was telling a joke and some people can't take jokes. I mean, I have plenty of, dark humor and all these other things. And I guess you don't.
It's you feeling like you got to speak on my life because why again? it's
Well,
my
that's
business,
not
it's your
dark
business.
humor, first off.
That's judgment.
I will say this real quick. Just to address the comment that Nick said.
Yep.
Here's the problem is I have seen people get sick from dog kisses.
Exactly.
They have worms. They're nasty.
Now, here we go. So now most of the time, healthy adults, they're going to survive getting exposed to viruses and bacteria from their dog, of course, but they do have viruses and bacteria. You can also get gastrointestinal illness, oral diseases, and then certain parasites like Giardia, roundworms, and hookworms can be transmitted through a dog licking your face. Yep. I will say that.
I got sick as hell one time. I fell asleep on the couch and my dog licked me in the face. And I woke up from my nap. I went to take a shower. I got out the shower and I couldn't walk anymore. I just fell out. I was like, yo, I just got super sick. I feel weak and I'm not going to work.
Because Cassidy, that was the topic of conversation that we brought up.
Yeah.
Keep up.
Ugh, just think about it.
Yeah, she'd be popping in and out and not paying attention. It's crazy. So yeah. What I want to, this is, I had to make sure I saved this because it threw me off. Okay, so she said,
but just kidding. She said, just kidding, and then dark humor.
Yeah, she said, just kidding. I can't help but to give you shit. I was just joking with you. I said, okay, well, tell me something. Or whatever. She said, what you want to know? I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I know what this is.
Oh, somebody made that judgment about you not having your kid?
No, they was like, make sure you take care of them kids. I'm just like, you don't know my kids. You ain't never been around them.
You don't know what me and they
you don't know what
got going on.
No, yeah, you're not around them, so you can't make a comment on my kids if you've never seen my kids.
Yep.
Well, you can't play with me like that because we don't have that type of relationship.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so I said,
shit, if you could be in a grocery store right next to me and still not be able to make a comment on
because you don't know them.
Unless I was beating the shit out of my kids, don't talk to me.
Don't.
Even if you should still mind your business. They ain't not, leave me alone. Okay, bye. I'm going to go pick up my motorcycle. All right, Nick. I said, I don't want to know anything. I know who I am. I know what type of person I am. I just thought you was attacking my character is all. That's what I said.
There we go.
She said, oh my God, no, nothing like that at all. Just literally messing with you like ha joke, not being serious. Some people have that sense of humor and some people
have kids?
No. That's my next point. Mm-hmm. Some people have humor and some people don't. LOL, I guess you are the one that doesn't. Ha, my bad.
No,
that's exactly what that's exactly what I said. The gaslighting from this hoe is wild.
This is wild behavior.
So I said, no, you have to be on that type level to play with someone talking about their kids. When you talk directly at someone, it's completely different. You can make jokes about me because you know me.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You can't make jokes on my kids because you don't know them.
Yeah.
Or whatever. When you involve their kids, or maybe it's just a black thing. Or whatever. That's what I said.
It's not.
So I said maybe it's just a black thing because I that was me I threw a shot then.
Yeah, it was.
Or whatever. I said, I said, but unless you know somebody of the kids and spend time with them, don't bring them up.
I don't even let my mama speak on my relationship with my kids and what me and my baby daddy got going
that
on.
part.
Again, that's me and
that part.
Unless
my parents were involved in it in some way.
Last time I checked, that was 8 hours up the road.
Yeah.
Not getting them after school, none of that. So like.
Well, I'm a firm believer in us ending the generational bullshit of our parents and their parents before them. And so, first off, you barely raised me. Don't tell me how to raise my kid. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Tell you.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
I spent a lot of time with my grandma. I spent a lot of time with my aunties. I told my mom, I was like, the difference between me and you is it's their dad. I was like, when they're with me, they're with me.
I mean, it's almost like I sent you a message, ho.
They're not leaving.
My time is my time.
I'm gonna get let me get this last message out because this is what I was just like, okay, I'm done with your ass.
Yeah.
All right. It's definitely not a black thing. LOL didn't know it was a thing at all.
I call them LOLs. That's pissing me off.
Yeah.
That's
LOL.
Don't lol me. We having a serious conversation.
That's what you meant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. Stand on that.
She's trying to make light of it, and she's trying to gaslight him.
Yeah, because John's on business and she's not.
She's making light of it like it's not a big deal.
She's trying to get around it. She's trying to get out of it.
There we go. Instead of just saying sorry.
Yeah, I said some people have that mindset and a sense of humor, and some people don't. They just feel attacked like you do right now because you went way too deep for one comment. LMAO. Guess you just got to go through some real ass trauma to be able to joke about literally everything. Ha, dark humor is the literal best, and talking shit is hilarious. Nothing is off limits. I've joked with many people about their kids, and they will say worse things about me. Smiley face. Oh, I'm sorry. Laughing face. Maybe it's just a you thing. You are so quick to argue or pop off, maybe you need some therapy. I don't know.
Restricted or blocked, whichever one.
Here we go.
We finna get real.
Here we go.
Let's go.
One, I would have said, bitch. That would have been the first word. Bitch. ...
Comma.
And there would have been a long explanation of like the gaslighting and lack of accountability. It was like all you had to do.
Take accountability. Y'all know that.
All you do, we know. All we had to do was say, I apologize. I did not mean to offend you.
Apologize.
And it could have been done. But the wildness
This bitch went around.
and the entitlement of a lot of women to just fucking say around, that bitch circumnavigated the world to try to manipulate.
Damn, I fucked that up, but I'm not gonna say sorry.
Yeah, to try to manipulate him into a position where she was right and he was at fault on multiple levels. And that was wild
But
to
not
me.
not just that, but let's just flip the role for a second. Had John had done what she had done, he'd be a narcissist right now.
Oh yeah, you'd be a piece. You'd be a non. Well,
And then
she's a narcissist.
And then
That's the thing.
And then she would have blasted him to prove a point,
Oh yeah.
trying to make him look like he was out his loop.
Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with talking about kids. Like I am a medical professional who has worked with, in and around the military. We know dark humor better than you ever fucking will.
Big facts.
If you have done anything medical or anything military, if you haven't done those two things, don't speak on dark humor because you don't know.
You don't know dark humor yet.
The wild
You
things.
thought you did.
You
don't know.
That was cute.
Oh man, the out of pocket stuff that would come out of people's mouth just because we were bored.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about race jokes, death jokes, kid jokes, crazy shit.
It get bad.
Don't.
It get bad.
And even when you hear it the first time, you just completely shocked. You gotta get used to it.
So when just for her to just say that right then,
That would have made me mad.
I was just like, you're really wild now. Like you was already done before. And now you're saying that you are really wild right now. I'm just like, this is why I talk to people and we have these conversations so I can know who I can and cannot deal with. I can't deal with you now. You are completely X'd out. Like you was X'd out before. You're super X'd out now. Like you don't make any damn sense.
That wasn't cute.
That shit was out of pocket.
That shit was hella out of pocket.
I don't like that.
Yeah, so just letting y'all know the same person that wrote me that message was the same one that kissed their dog in the mouth. I was like, just like, yeah, this is over with.
Red flag, red flag, red flag.
This is over with.
First off,
this is over with.
This bitch. All right. Like,
so
here again, I want to make just a quick little story on like talk shit about kids. Like, shitty booty baby boy. Like, I'll talk shit all you want. I'll make a joke. They be like, running to the door and be like, that's what your dumb ass gets. You know, like we have no problem doing that. But you don't make jokes about how people care for their kids or take care of their kids.
Everybody's trying their best.
Or lack of taking care of their kids. Like, that's not a funny subject. That's touchy for any parent.
And it's none of your business.
And especially because a lot of parents they're in court, they're fighting for custody. They have to deal with, piece of crap exes who also make those jokes every day. They don't need you telling them that they're a bad parent as a joke because it's not funny. And I say that, and I'm the guy who was in the grocery store with my daughter who was like 4 at this point. And I was like holding her on my hip because she was acting up. And I was like, if you don't quit acting up, I'm going to feed you to the birds. And there were people around us staring at me. And I'm just like, she was like, no, you won't. And I was like, I won't. I was like, and I held her up in the air. And I was like, whoo, 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 whoo. I was like, here come the birds. And she was like, no. And then she started freaking out. She was like, put me down, I'm good. She's like, I'm sorry.
I take it back.
Yeah, she was like, I'll take it back. That was a joke between me and her because she has my kind of dark humor and stuff like that, just to do stuff like that. And this old lady walked up to me and she was like, that was, wildly inappropriate and this, that, and the other. And I was like, ma'am, if you don't get out of my face, I'm gonna feed you to the birds. I said that to her. I was like, if you don't get out of my face, I'm gonna feed you to the birds. And she was just like, she didn't know what that meant. So she was just like,
I'm gonna mind my business.
And
please do.
Yeah. The last thing I want to bring up before I just open the floor for anybody to talk about whatever they want to talk about is people who treat.
I threw an onion at my kid in the grocery store.
People who
you don't get to tell me about my kids. Get out of my face.
People who treat their pets like children.
Yeah.
When you put your pet on the same level as my son or my daughter or whatever, you have lost it. That's when
those people are sad. They don't have. They don't have. So like that's what they have to project that relationship onto is their pet because they don't have that.
And I don't mind having a love for a pet, especially if that's all you got and stuff like that. I don't mind it, right? But when you cross the threshold of saying that your dog's life is more important than my child's, or equal, or just as, you must be out your rabbit ass mind because that's crazy.
Lost it. So that was
Tuki is crazy.
Yeah, that's come on, y'all know Ridgeway.
What is that? George of the Jungle?
No, it's
Yeah, it is.
No,
the old one.
No, Tuki. It's what is that? Evolution, where homeboy is standing in the middle of the mall, and he's like, they're trying to attract this pterodactyl, and he's trying to call the bird on the microphone over the intercom in the mall, and he's like, caw, Tuki. Yeah, and he starts singing. He's like, you are so beautiful, and it pisses off the pterodactyl, and the pterodactyl tries to come at him.
However, there is a scene in George of the Jungle
where he
says
Tuki. Yeah,
he didn't do the
whole thing.
Yeah, but he did the Tuki thing.
That might have been where the actor got it from, maybe.
So yeah,
I believe caca and tuki does not work.
So with that being said, I don't when people those are my like instant no's now. I had some instant no's before, but that is an instant no for me now. Whenever if you have a dog, cat, bird, turtle, whatever it is, and you just be like, I value this pet's life so much. It's the same as it's my son. If I hear that,
I call Rose my daughter now.
Huh?
She's not like a human child. Like I do call Rose my baby. You my baby. I talk to her like that.
That's fine. What I'm saying is, if you don't have like kids,
she ain't got no life insurance. She ain't got no health insurance. Back to me, raw dog.
Oh, that's a child. Goddamn. I'm sorry.
Oh, my kids got life insurance. They got health insurance. Rose does not.
If you don't have any kids, and the first thing you do is when I come over to your house, you'd be like, look, this is my pet snake. One, I already left. But two, you'd be like,
shut up.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little reptile.
This is my son. Like, I love him. I was like, oh, okay. 2 red flags in one. This is easy. Like, I like,
it's too easy.
Yeah.
What time is it? I think my turtle's barking actually.
I have to go take my bird for a walk. So I'm finna. That's it.
All I think of is that video where that dude has his actual parrot on a leash and he's driving his car and the bird's flying outside of the car to give the bird some exercise.
But still want you to flap your wings.
But no, that is, if you value, again, well, I mean, not to be a dick, sorry, people who are vegan. Like if you value animal life over human life in general, I already have a problem.
Well, I know somebody that values a dog's life way more than they value a human life because he just hates
people.
Because
I hate people too, but still, fuck.
Yeah, he'll tell you like, yeah, like I'll care for that dog.
What movie was that?
Huh?
Was Keanu Reeves with he had that dog?
John Wick. Well, that's different. That's different.
That's different.
One, he was an assassin.
Boo said I feel
It was
attacked.
a movie.
He was an assassin. And two, he loved his wife so much that when she gave him that pet, that love transferred to the dog, basically, because he lost his wife. She died. That's way different. And then he was super nice. He was like, yeah, leave me alone. And then they stomped his dog out, and he was like, now I got to kill all of y'all.
It's not.
I get that.
Tomato.
I get that. I get that.
You mess with the man that's afraid of, or the boogeyman. No, you mess with the one that the boogeyman's afraid of. I was like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
This is not a game.
He was
This is
finna
an
equalize
alert.
over a damn dog. That is crazy.
Bro, he
Well,
was.
it wasn't, but that's the thing. It wasn't over the dog. It was over the respect. It was over the disrespect. And that you came in the house and beat the living mess out of me, tried to kill me. You stole my classic vehicle, took it to a chop shop, and you stomped my dog out. Yeah, everybody's got to die. That's wild.
Very classic.
That was an extension of, yeah, okay, so cool. So if there's anything that y'all want to talk, I got everything off my chest.
Yeah, big difference.
Or whatever, I got everything. If there's anything that y'all want to, get off y'all chest to bring up or anything, I mean, we can.
How do y'all navigate the difference in your parenting styles and your parents?
Jesus Christ, that was just got deep.
It's like she had it in her pocket.
She had it in the.
I'll give
say
it
that again one more time so the people can hear you.
Into the mic, please. How do y'all navigate the difference in parenting styles? No, I'm gonna do it like the 5 o'clock news. Like Miguel. This is Channel 9 News. How do y'all navigate the difference in parenting styles between yourself and your parents, and how they try to like parent your kids?
Okay, I'll give you my long story short.
Okay.
I don't parent anything like my parents because of the way my parents parented me. I don't believe in spanking or hitting, but my child will probably be the most respectful child you ever talk to. And that's because discipline is not one, I don't have to hit her.
Why are you shaking?
But tell me why one of my first lessons my daughter learned when I told her not to touch something, right? Instead of popping her for it, I was like, cool, hold out your hand. And then I set what I told her not to hold in her hand and hold it up in the air.
Not from love of basketball.
And just sit there with it.
All practice.
And then all that lactic acid built up in that arm, and it was just like, and then you're crying. And now I gave the same lesson. I gave the same lesson that spanking would without having to do it. But I also started early, and I was a present parent. Like the only time not smacking your kids is going to work is if you're a present parent and you commit to the discipline.
I hate them. The Channel 9 News is sending
I'm
me.
telling you, they get stupid in the comments sometimes.
Look, back to you, Scott. But no. Like I never had to do that because my brain taught me, I was like, well, my parents were never really present. So I was like, what if I was present and I got beat physically and then I got mentally abused by my mom. So it's like, what if I'm present all the time and instead of hitting or ever raising my voice or yelling or shouting, what if I came up with creative ways to discipline, the counting method and stuff, start that very, very early, came up with creative ways to discipline where I could teach the same lessons that are taught through respect instead of fear. Mm-hmm. And I really did I'm one of those crazy people. I was like, I'm having a kid. I read every child psychology book that I could get my hands on to just be like, how can I do this differently? But when my parents tried to chime in on it, I'd be like, hey, I can respect an opinion, but you're not going to try to do what you did here with my kid.
Oh, I definitely looked at mine and told him that, you don't run nothing over here.
Y'all give it up for Miguel for doing things different. Okay, and succeeded. That's what
it was reading the books for me.
And so that's the thing, differently and succeeding. But again, I tell people, the key to successfully not having to spank your kid is to be fucking present. I cannot stress that enough, because if you're not really present in your kid's life and your kid's now 10 years old and he walks up and slaps his mom in the face, now we got to put on boxing gloves and go out into the yard and I got to jab you one good time because you have not learned that lesson yet. I will say that.
What you was about to say, Diamond?
The reading the books and stuff, I feel like that is probably something that I work on constantly in therapy is
It's
like
huge.
to be a better parent. Like what tools, what skills, because you don't really know how to parent. But who have you ever parented before? And then you literally have to cultivate this life that is going to go out into society, either be a constructive member or be, a fucking degenerate. So like,
thank you. I told them, you know, the marker of what indicates whether you were a successful parent or not. It's the fact that they can go out into society successfully, navigate it, and be productive.
yeah.
That's the only thing that makes you a
I'm like
successful
the
parent.
only sibling out of 5 that is successfully navigating adulthood right now.
You said out of 5.
Out of 5.
It's crazy.
It's wild. It's crazy.
3 of them are at home. All of them are 22 or older.
Just a statistical question. Did you have your
My parents are still married.
together in the home?
Together.
Wow.
Yeah, I think my dad very much played the provider role. My mom was definitely, I'm going to cook, clean. She had a job. Like all the parenting fell on her. He was the disciplinarian. He used to whoop our ass when we was kids. She would too, but
Old school traditional
Yeah.
family.
So when it comes to me, whenever I had a 2-parent household and my mom was like, well, you just kind of got to take that and you just kind of got to like work through it. And I'm like, baby, I'm not dealing with that. That's not how I want to raise my kids, or that's not the example of love that I was given. So why would I have that for my kids to see? And I feel like I'm very emotionally raw with my kids. Like with my struggles as a single mom, if I'm just not feeling it that day, like I keep it real with them, because if not, they're gonna be swinging from my fucking rafters. And I'm like, baby, I need you to sit your ass down today. Like for real. Like I'm in the trenches. Please. Please. But I keep it real with them and let them know that. And I feel like whenever I got to adulthood and I became a parent, and like I never saw that from my parents. And I was just like, so like, how do I deal with these struggles? How do I stay mentally healthy? How do I stay emotionally like well if I can't balance these things? And what does balancing these things look like? And then also I'm kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm separated from my parents because they're in North Carolina. I don't really have the community and the village that they had. Because I was at an auntie's house. I was at a grandma's house. I was at my uncle's house.
People have no idea how important that
the
is.
village
too.
is very important.
But I wanted to just
That's cool.
make a note for what she said about the reason why we were talking about how important it is to read. Is a lot of people make the mistake on sheltering their kid. Like they shelter their kid too much. Like it's one thing to it's one thing to prevent them from pain and trauma to an extent, because sometimes kids need to touch something hot and realize, ow, I'm not going to do that again.
That's hot.
You know? Now, but there is a point, and this is what we weren't taught, and this is what our parents weren't taught, and their parents weren't taught. There are certain ages where you need to keep it real with your kid. Right? And you need to have certain discussions at certain ages, or else school's going to have it for them. The phone's going to have it for them. You know, technology and the internet, Facebook, YouTube's going to have that conversation with them. And it's not going to come from you. And that is what gave me the benefit of knowing when I was studying developmental psychology for children. When I got into like, okay, at what age can they process what I'm talking about? You know, and I got certain ages where it was like, okay, I need to talk about this at this age. I need to talk about, this at this age. I need to talk about at 8 years old. I was like, here's where we're going to talk about puberty and this, that, and the other. And I educated her on everything that was coming in the next year, 2-3 years. And we developed a system. And then, right before she got in, or as she got into middle school, we started talking about boys and this, that, and the other, and what people do. And I gave her the full rundown. Now, it's like, that's what reading gave me. It's like, I knew when my child was able to digest the information and then had that conversation before it blew up in my face or before somebody else had that conversation with them. Proactive. There. Thank you. Proactive parenting and being present is huge.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
So I'm guessing at this particular panel that I am the newest parent.
Yep.
How old
You
are
are.
baby?
3.
Oh, yeah, I got an 8 and 7-year-old.
Yeah, I got a 3 and a 1-year-old.
Those ages are hard.
and
I was absent. I was a deadbeat dad during that time. But
you gotta chill. You gotta chill. Okay.
I'm very
Those were
present.
the
I think the hardest
those are the
realization.
easiest years.
I think the hardest realization for me in these situations or in that situation was me and my older sister, which were like 20 years apart. We had a conversation, and I realized that my dad was not as present as I recall. And so in that, he was always on the road trucking and doing, his job.
Because you had a decent mother.
But I had a wonderful mother who did not allow. But I also had a village that I don't have anymore. Like I had my godparents. I had the church behind me, right? And so the realization is that although I love my dad and I knew that he was doing for me, he called me every night and he was doing what he was supposed to do as a man. I wanted to be better than that. I wanted to be present. I wanted to be there, and
him calling you all night was being present.
Yeah,
that was
dope.
I'm trying these nose kisses out.
But I was talking about in the physical aspect. And the reality is that he was not there to discipline. My goddad did all that, right? My mother was capable of doing it, but she also knew that her emotions would allow her to go overboard. So she allowed a man to do what a man should have done. She placed me in positions. So I respect my mother for the things that she did and the things that, even when she faltered, I still give her credit because there is some credit that needs to be given because she knew better. So much
grace.
It's grace.
Yeah.
And so as I grow up and I realize, hey, these men right here on this panel, they're here to help me, guide me through parenthood because I don't know what I'm doing, right? I just got back into my first child's life very recently. She was taken from me for like a year and a half. So I am navigating a 3-year-old who's been able to do and please as she pleases for this long. And now I'm having to fix certain places where I wasn't there. And it's becoming, we've created a bond, we've created this, but it's learning that my parents weren't completely wrong, but they didn't have it all the way figured out. They didn't teach me how to emotionally navigate. They didn't teach me how to make sure that these bills was paid on time. I had to figure these things out myself. I was thrown to the wolves. And
Let me tell you how you know if you paid your bills on time. When them shits is off.
My son said the water was off the other day. I was like, hey, what you mean? It's okay. My sink is like motion detected, and the sink was closed. I was like, boy, I thought I didn't pay the bill. Watch your language, my boy.
Look, I do want to touch on something that Mike said is that Jesus Christ. Fucking Boots in the comments has thrown me off so bad with the wildness.
I miss you, hubby.
Hi, like Cassidy get flagged every time, but Boots say some stuff and just don't get flagged at all.
No, he's like, throw the whole baby away, and Facebook's just like, that's cool. Wild. The grace part that you guys were talking about. Women, single moms.
Oh, that's my group right there.
Please give men the grace. If you are bringing them into your child's life, to not be so,
not too much.
Oh, this is my kid, and
not
you don't
much,
get
Boots.
to tell me this, blah, 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 blah. It's like, especially if you didn't really have a present dad, if your relationships haven't been successful, if you don't have a good community of good men around you, please give men that come into your life that love your children the grace to be a present dad. Because I know a lot of that is very difficult for men to come into that situation with love and compassion and be like, okay, cool, I want what's best for this kid. And then they're immediately just shut out. And I'll tell you, from experience, I can tell you the one thing, if we get to a point where I meet kids and then you shut me off from them, like I can't teach them, I can't help them, I can't let them grow or anything like that, me and you will never be successful as a couple. Like, and if you shut off a dude who willingly steps into your life to be a part of your children's life, because he has to recognize that. He's like, if I want her, I have to have the kid. If they step in and you shut that off, you're never going to be nothing but a side piece to that dude. That'll kill a whole man's like drive to want to marry you faster than a dog licking your mouth.
So John, before we go any further, I need to hear you.
Thank you. Whew, I was about to say, man, we've been on that for like 11 minutes, and
That was a good ass question.
I haven't even answered it yet.
Sorry.
You know,
Parenting
who
is
cares
very
about-
sensitive.
Who cares about John? No one cares.
It's
your show,
just your turn.
It's my turn now. Thanks, you guys. You guys are great. I've been wanting to say something the whole time.
You sound a lot like Mike.
Eyeballs.
I need you to quit that.
It's my go. So look,
Hey.
I don't follow the same. I don't follow the same things that my parents did, because my parents split at 12, maybe 13. Some of the same like teachings and things that was taught to me as a kid or whatever. I teach those same teachings or whatever. But as far as like the way I do it, the way I'm going about it, I do it my way. I do it the best way I see fit. Only because give me a book that says this is how to be the best parent in the world.
There's so many books.
This,
You have to pick the styles that work for you.
Pick a style that works for you. See how you said that? You pick a style that works for you.
Well, no, there's a lot of it's like the internet. And this is what I tell people is like, yeah, you're right. But again, I would disagree with that right there, because it's like the internet. I can hop onto Google and Google something a certain way that's just going to tell me that I'm right.
Yes.
Even if I'm completely wrong. My advice is to study developmental psychology, like actually understand how we think and why we do things at certain ages, and then find a book that you can tailor to that. It's like people telling you that like sugar is bad for you or salt is bad for you,
Nothing
right?
in excess.
You know, but like
still salt your food.
But if you study the human body, if you study the biochemistry of the human body, somebody walking up to you and be like, you should eat the food pyramid. It's like, I should punch you in the face. You know, like, oh, you should eat fruits all the time. Well, fruits are nothing but sugar. What do you know? Like, you can learn the science behind things, and it'll unravel all the bullshit that you're faced with, which I think that's the main problem that parents fight, is that you are surrounded by nonsense the whole time. So I'll give you that. Is like, how do you know how to be a good parent? But
along with the book along with that book, someone find me how to be a great parent. It's the same as like how to act your age. You should know.
As a parent or as a child?
You.
A human?
Yeah.
I hate that sentence in general.
You should act your age. How do I act my age? I don't know. I ain't never been 36 before. How do you do it?
You ain't lying. I'm new here. I was just mastering 35.
I could teach you how to act in society, but I hate that sentence of act your age.
Everybody's on their own path.
Everybody
you're
has
doing your own thing.
Your own
People
direction.
usually say like, "Oh, you're a grown woman." I'm like,
First off, lower your tone.
Talking
how
to me
am I
all crazy.
grown? What do you mean?
Second off, what does that mean?
I don't even have gray hairs yet. What do you mean? What are we saying?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm gonna just talk the rest of the show like this.
You said 36. Sorry.
So yeah, I really appreciate it. Y'all been great. Just don't look at me. Don't draw too much attention to me. I don't want
Gray hairs are wise.
Somebody made that comment the other day. They were like, all of my people between 30, which was wild in my brain. He was like, all the people between 30 and 40, it's like 30 and 50 or 30, 45 or something. He's like, with gray hairs, like, where are you at? Or how are you, not where are you at, but like, they're like, all my people between 30 and 45, how are you dealing with your gray hairs? And everybody just comment. And I posted this GIF of Cusco when he's still a human, and he's just like, and he's looking, he was like, she's talking to him. He's like, yeah, okay. He's just ignoring her, but he's like, and I'm just kind of looking around. I was like, me over here with no gray hair,
Man.
watching this conversation is wild. He's like, I know you're lying. You got one. I was like, no. My dad didn't start graying until like 50.
That's crazy.
The genetics is strong as over here.
Not the.
Yeah, my grays is. I done cut so many out. It don't make no damn sense.
Leave them there.
I haven't had one.
I cut them out.
Why?
I cut them out. I didn't color it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me tell you. We went to a party, and I was with this girl that I just was like, girl, I'm trying to be with you forever.
Did she call you Unc?
So anyway,
First off,
so
anyone calls me Tio, Uncle, or Unc, you're dead to me.
We was going to this party and she I was just like, yo, I got to make sure I get this right or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? Pretty young thing. You know what I'm talking about? Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And I colored the hell out my beard. That hoe was blackety black. Black.
Black as night.
Blackety black.
Okay.
It was dark. And then next thing you know, I went home. You know what I'm saying? Laid on my pillow. All of it was on my pillow. So yeah, so I don't do that no more.
You ready? I wanted to look more like my ancestors, right? I wanted to look more native. And I was like, well, all my family members have black hair. I was the weird mix that got the hazel eyes and the brown hair and all this other stuff. Whereas my family are like brown eyes, dark hair, dark skin. And I'm like, I want to look like them. And I went out and I dyed my hair and beard black.
Did you do the eyebrows?
I'm not kidding.
I have the video.
Yeah, I look.
I'm
and here's the
looking
thing.
No, I'm looking for it.
I looked like a fucking pirate.
Oh, no,
Blackbeard ass
oh,
boy.
y'all,
I looked.
y'all think it's a game, bro?
I looked like a conquistador.
He did.
I looked like I was gonna walk onto the beach and claim Pensacola Beach for Spain. That's what I looked like, and I was like, I fucked up. I messed up.
This rest is out. Can I take it back?
And it was the permanent kind. I did the whole beard, the beard for men team thing, where like it was permanent for a while.
Damn.
It's okay.
Most colors last 6 months.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I would love to see that.
Oh, no, ain't no love. It's right here.
And I had long hair too, so I couldn't. It wasn't like I couldn't just
Grow
cut
it
it off.
out.
Yeah,
What?
no.
What's the wild take?
He
is,
dressed up as Unc at Johnny's birthday party. Ridgeway. Like,
You know what?
You got any chill? You look like at all?
What's crazy is that he was singing Prince when I got the video.
It's bad.
It's horrible.
Well, do anybody got anything else they want to add to? Or
What were you
just
gonna
take
ask
one?
me?
Oh yeah, you did want to ask Dom the question.
I was gonna ask you something.
It's a very simple question.
fuck?
It's a very simple question.
Here you
As a woman, how well do you navigate co-parenting currently?
Ooh.
My baby daddy surprises me every day. Honestly, like from where we were to where we are currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that young man surprises me every day. I am more. I will lean on him for support with the kids. Like when I first came back from sea duty, it was I have to have them on my weeks, and I'm not going to make any plans outside of that. And if I got them, I got them. But sometimes, like I was in school, like I needed that break, I needed that support. So I'd be like, hey, I'm trying to take a class this semester. Can y'all get them on Monday and Wednesday? And I just picked them up after school. And he'd be like, yeah, no problem. Like he wants me to be the best me for them. So I feel like over time we've gotten to a place where we both support each other better. If there's like an event that happens, like he wanted to take them mudding, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. He was like, but it's on Saturday when you got them. And I was like, baby, go ahead and do your thing. But like before, like if my parents were in town, he was like, well, it's my week with them. And I was just like, okay, but my parents live in North Carolina. Like I would really like for them to be able to see them. And if you want time to get back, like I'll give you time back, just not this week. But I think we just really had to let our relationship, like let that shit go.
The compromises.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just realize what would work best for the kids. What should we do on their behalf? Like what decisions should we make for them? But it wasn't always peaches and rainbows. Like that shit I was on sea duty, that shit was trash. Like hot garbage. The hottest garbage. I want to see that shit too. When it comes to you reintegrating with your oldest, did you ever suffer from guilt about not being around?
I couldn't. And I'll explain to you why I couldn't. I don't. I do it a lot, but in this scenario, in this particular scenario, I have to give credit where credit is due. That man on the far side of that table would not let me. When I thought that I was and I had a hard time because I thought I had failed her. And the reality check is that I did not fail her. Her mother failed her. because I was doing everything that I could, and I was very present, and I was always there. My weekends weren't my weekends. You know what I did on my weekends? I went over there because she had so much control, she had so much restriction. I went over there. When I took time off, it was to go see my child, right? So I blame myself for a lot, but having friends that are going to tell you the truth all the time, he wouldn't let me. He would not allow me the sitting in the shame, the guilt of something when I didn't make that decision. She made that decision.
I feel like when I was on CD, I sat in a lot of guilt. And then when I got here, I wanted to use it as like my get back. Like I got to prove myself as a parent. I got to do this. I got to do that.
Try to overcompensate.
Yeah. It wasn't until I got into therapy and my therapist was like, "You're feeling guilt." And I was like, "Damn, bitch."
I will
That's
say
crazy.
I will say
I
will say it wasn't until John came into my life and I started having her more that I realized that I just had to accept some things. Take the time that you're given, enjoy the time that you're given until the courts say otherwise. Because with you came home to a 50-50 situation.
Mm-hmm.
I did not walk into a 50-50 situation. So I was getting 2 days a week, a day a week, maybe 4 hours a day.
Whatever suited her
because the courts had demanded it. So now it was time. Now we have 50-50. And I'm starting to notice that like, oh, you're losing control. You're hurt by this. So you play a little stupid game.
That's
it's okay.
childish. And so toxic and so detrimental to the kids' development. Like,
but you learn quickly that like I have to be me all the time, and even if it means being kind to you when I don't want to.
Yeah.
Because in the end, I'm not going to
use my energy to do that.
I'm not going to use my energy.
I'm not.
So
I think that it took my ex seeing that I wasn't putting that energy off for him to be like, okay, the little bitch trying to be shit. I'll let her. But it was a lot of animosity at first, like when I first got back. Like there was so much push and pull, and I was just like, dude, like I really just want to parent. Like I just want that opportunity to parent.
I think the only problem that I have currently is that we are 10 years apart in age, me and her, and she's older than me, and she acts like me.
That's childish.
So, but that's my rebuttal to you.
You can't sustain.
Sleep in.
I will say that when I was going through that whole court battle and stuff like that, and I was kind of maliciously kept away from my daughter for a little over a year after like basically raising her by myself type situation. It took my older brother, who his ex literally took his kid and left the state. And like there was nothing that Florida could do or anything like that. And all kinds of nonsense because that interstate mess
really difficult.
Is trash. America sucks. But he was basically kept away from his daughter for years. Like years and years and years. And I was bent out of shape, and I felt guilt because I was like, what could I have done differently? What can I do differently? I need to get in the court. I need to blow all my money. I need to do all of this stuff. I need a lawyer. I need all this shit, right? And he gave me the perspective, and this is a very controversial thing to say to parents, because how do you tell a parent to stop fighting?
That was real.
Can't.
No. You can, and you have to sometimes.
You have to.
Man.
And listen to what I'm about. Again, that's why I say this is a controversial subject. You gotta let me get it out.
I just said what?
It's called detachment. You have to detach yourself from the world and then come back to it. Like, for you to fully understand the world, you need to let it go sometimes. And a lot of people don't understand this. Like, hey, if you get to the point where you're killing yourself to try to spend thousands and thousands of dollars in court and stuff like that, and you're burying yourself, when instead you could be building yourself to be the parent that she needs or he needs when that time comes. So there is a time where you need to learn how to stop fighting and just start focusing on yourself and building yourself so you can be that parent when things do come around. Because if you wouldn't have killed yourself for a year and you would have built yourself for a year, then you would have been in a better position. And that came from a parent who was forced to not have contact with her kid. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so it gave me a different perspective of, I was like, I'm over here feeling guilty and stuff for not being there, or feeling guilty for not being able to have these events or to do the bike or to do the school or the first day of school or something like that. I was over here feeling guilty, and I was like, man, my brother is over here and he hasn't seen his kid in 16 years. You know, so what do I look like killing myself trying to fight a fight instead of just getting better and to build myself better to where I could be better for her when that time comes around. So I had a different perspective on the guilt thing, because like when I was feeling guilty, it was just like, well, it was like, imagine like I can't run very fast and somebody without a leg's like, well, bitch, you got 2 legs. That's exactly what that was.
I
So
could be worse off. So
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I definitely got a different outlook when it came to guilt and feeling guilty and not being able to be there.
I feel like the whole reason I contemplated going to or re-enlisting and going back to sea was I feel like I contemplated is the key word. Contemplated.
He got mad all of a sudden.
I didn't get mad. I was just like,
This is Diamond from Channel 9 News.
That's
Contemplated.
wild.
The whole reason I contemplated going back is because I felt like me and my baby daddy, me and my baby daddy were in a better place, and I felt like I would be supported with co-parenting them on sea duty. The first tour, it was like literally just petty bullshit, not letting me FaceTime them. It was at one point I had to call the police to do a wellness check because I didn't know where my kids was at. So like I felt like we were past that, and I could do that and have his support with that. But yeah, no, he's going back to sea.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
You're not wrong. Going re-enlisting is ghetto. Don't do it. It's trash.
I just showed a picture of my DD-214 today or whatever.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
swear I'm out.
I was like, I'm man, EAD, Navy.
I want to be medically retired while y'all playing.
After my career got ruined by that person, I was just like, oh yeah,
Nah, the military's
I ain't never forgot it, man. Fuck you.
What's crazy is like being a
Fuck you.
what's crazy is being a contractor. I got to, because my dad was Special Forces, Air Force, and I didn't go to the Air Force Well, I got accepted in Annapolis and the Air Force Academy in Colorado, and I decided not to because I just got married. I just had a kid. I was like, I don't want to miss the first year, so I didn't go and became a contractor instead, because the fire department dude was like, you should do this instead, because he was ex-Army. He was like, screw the military, blah blah blah. I got to learn what the real underbelly of the military was.
The underbelly is crazy because I know that bitch was ugly.
Working as a contractor with the military. Like, don't do it. Just don't. If you're in, just
Get out.
Do your best.
do your time, do your best, get the hell out.
Mm.
If you want retirement, I guess, but shit.
Hell no, man. That's
I guess it really depends on your job too,
and-
because sometimes it's fun.
And don't trust. Oh, you can't. I can't. I'm man. I'm finna say it like this, but it is what it is. You can't trust. If they're in the military, man, they some hoes. Call it what it is. I'm sorry. They are hoeing. If you 18, 19 years old and like, oh yeah, me and my man, we about to get married, and because he going into the military, he cheated on you already.
Oh,
He already cheated on you. It's already over.
Crazy.
Why? Why is it crazy?
That is insane.
That's not. Is
I'm
it?
an active duty service woman, and I'm not running around with nobody to win nothing.
How old are you?
well, that's a good.
I'm 30.
Exactly.
I was not really like that. When I was married to my baby daddy, I was married to my baby daddy.
Well, that would make you an exception to the rule.
Because you was
Because
both of y'all was in, wasn't it?
He was a reservist, so not really. He played Navy.
first off, that was wild.
Oh, wow.
That was a wild statement to make on the interwebs.
I said what I said. So he plays Navy. He ain't Navy for real, just on weekends. But
This is wild.
nah, that ass. Like when I was in my marriage, I was in my marriage. Like I actually talked to
When
somebody.
you got married? What year? When? How old are you when you were married?
21.
Yeah, that makes you an exception. Because when
I was not like
Even
even
as-
my back out tonight. That was not me
even
when
as
I
a
was married.
even as a contractor, when I was around military women, they were wild.
They were heiferin.
And
Heiferin.
Little
uh,
hussies.
especially the Navy and the Air Force.
Not especially the Navy, not too.
Yeah,
they
be
the Navy and the Air Force, and the Air Force was worse because Air Force pretends to be all proper and high and mighty and better than you because they got air conditioned tents. When we're in the desert, they got that, and they pretend to be high and mighty, but they're like Catholic girls.
I was going to say, it sounds like the church.
They're like Catholic women,
and they be
going. They just are really good at hiding it. It's crazy.
Peace be still. Good on them.
I keep me a piece of steel right here for when people be playing.
What's crazy is mine is on me. So.
But yeah, so let me go ahead and throw that little tidbit out there. If you going fresh into the military, you be like, oh yeah, we've been together our whole entire high school, and now he's going to go into the military.
Yeah,
you can guess that's over with.
When I joined, I broke up with my boyfriend at the time and was like, baby, I don't know what this is going to be like, but I'm not going to sit here and act like.
Oh, I always tell people, like, I already warned my daughter. I was like, don't even get into a relationship in high school. Look how me and your mom turned out.
I had a high school sweetheart.
Well, we were high school sweethearts, got married. I filed for divorce a year later. It was that bad. I was like, don't do it.
You're still growing up, though.
People change. And that's the point, is that you're not old enough to make those decisions yet.
No, you're not.
The cortex ain't even developed.
No, you're
your brain
not.
Some time. Let your brain catch up to your heart.
When do you feel like a woman that actually comes into her own and she's like, oh yeah, she grown now, she ready?
I feel like I was grown for real. 26. Honestly.
My number is always 27, but yeah.
27. I own 2 homes. Like have my shit together, 401ks. My kids have college savings. Like,
let me get $1.
Sorry, I'm broke. Sorry, babe. My budget's kind of tight.
Like you talking about?
But like financially, like maturity, like emotionally, like mentally, like all that was like checking out. Like I still have my days or whatever, but like 26 was when I was real stable and just like, yeah, I could like start some shit now, even though shit had already been started. But you know, I felt like I was up to par at 26.
I feel that.
If I could get my college degree, baby, we'd be cooking with grease. Here we are.
Here we are. I would say I was 20 for a man.
Ooh,
for a man. I'm gonna let Puerto Rico go.
Oh, I can't. I can talk in generalities, but if I talk about myself and my own personal views,
well, I want to hear about yourself. Generalities.
Well, I'm saying my own personal views, not me myself. I'm saying my personal views are. You're old enough when you've lived enough life, you've had enough life experiences, and you've seen enough of the world to make those decisions. That's when you're old enough.
Seen enough of the world.
That's not an age. For me, that was 16. I was a grown man at 16. Probably even before that.
But we're going over here.
But hold on, fuck you. No, we're not. You little bastard. I was a grown man at 16. I've known women who are also very, very, very grown because of traumatic experiences, crazy shit at 16, 17 years old. And they were able to make those decisions. But
you smashing women at 16, 17?
I was smashing before
Teachers
that.
And stuff?
I was a terrible person because I had a terrible life. But
my bad. I shouldn't ask that.
Which is, I got experience. I'm just saying, I got wisdom. But if we're going to talk in the general masses, I'm going to say in between 21 and 26 for both men and women.
Give me a number for when you think a grown man is a grown man.
27.
I also think that the world sucks and we coddle people too long. And that's why it takes so long for them to get there.
3 to 5 is still at the house.
Because fucking 14-year-olds were in World War II. And we out here fucking crying at 18 for a safe space.
My thing is, we talked a lot yesterday.
I mean, that's not a good
yesterday
thing,
night, and it was just like I was saying a lot of things, and the more and more I listened to myself about the money situations and different things, the more and more I realized like I was really out here doing dummy stuff, and it might have been for the right reasons of being grown, but like when you're doing illegal things to be grown, it's like
you need to be back at the house.
Yeah, you need to be back at and so the lesson that I really came to is that like I think me and Lisa talked about this the other day is I didn't come into me like fully until I was 27, where I was just like, okay, this is real.
But
like you gotta like I had to come, and I had been a dad since 23. So the reality was like now I'm realizing what it really means here and doing what I'm doing.
Well, imagine if you were taught, and that's kind of my problem is that, like, imagine if you were taught correctly.
Yeah.
If you were taught finance and budgeting and stuff when you were a kid, if you were taught what credit cards are, you were taught what a credit account was or how important that was. If you were taught about investing, if you were taught, you were taught about money. If you were taught about parenting stuff. But I'm saying, if you were taught that stuff as a kid and you grew up with those values, you'd be so much older and you would be so much successful.
Well, and
exactly, and that's my point.
I learned a lot of it like from my econ teacher. Like once I got to high school, but
the fuck was that?
All my finances I learned from the
economy. Okay, I was just like my econ teacher. Economics.
Yeah.
I thought but it could be he. I don't know. I feel like his lips don't come apart when he talks sometimes. So it's like it could be decon. Like, who's decontaminating? What's happening over there?
What's going on?
Hey, Miguel.
I'm joking.
I'm trying to. We at
we is at the time, y'all. It's time to go.
Yeah. Lead the people with something. That's where we at. Let's lead the people with something.
I was just like, God, dog.
I want you got to tell you.
I gotta go last because I don't be knowing what the hell to say. Or I'll go second to last. I'm sorry.
You know what? I'll go first.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll go. Oh, you gonna go first?
I told you what I was gonna say today.
Oh, go do your thing.
I meant what I said. To everybody out there, very simple today. I just want to relay this to all you women out there in the world, and men, because I think y'all are the culprits of this. Buying pussy is crazy.
What?
Hold up. Because
screaming.
Buying pussy is crazy. Because what if you don't like it?
How do you give it back? Can I get it?
Hold on. What's even crazy is that, now I'm mad because I done got it, and this bitch not worth what you quoted me for.
Yeah.
This is BOGO pussy. I need it. I need it tomorrow night. That's what the fuck I need. That's how I feel today.
What the fuck is going on?
No pussy BOGO.
Not pay less.
You said this was $100 worth of pussy. I need at least 4 more times because you lied to me. 25 for each time because that shit trash.
I'm actually screaming.
I said what I said.
It's gonna be the best you ever got in your life. Yeah, this is BOGO.
And now you teasing me.
Yeah, this is BOGO. Oh, my mama.
That's crazy.
Oh wait, I think I do have my thing. So
as I said that's crazy. That's wild behavior.
So my current wallpaper, they change frequently. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's the kids. But right now it's you a paper chaser. You got your block on fire.
Oh my Lord.
Remaining a G until the moment you expire. You know what it is to make nothing out of something? You handle your biz and don't be crying and suffering. Juvenile. That's my mantra this week.
You a paper chaser? You got the block on fire.
Remaining in the G.
What's crazy?
What's
crazy is he just redid the video for 400 degrees.
Hey, it's my kind of night.
Y'all wild. Y'all are wild right now. On you, Rico.
Give me just a second.
Okay. So here go mines. I'm only giving you 2 strikes. And I already don't want to do it. So that's strike 1.
No, she ain't even did nothing to get a strike. The odds are stacked against you, baby.
Baby, it's already stacked against you. Hey, run that back. What you got going on?
I'm just being honest. That's me, bro. I'm just letting you know. You are look. I only give 2 strikes, and I already didn't want to do this, so that's strike 1. So think about it.
The odds is really stacked. The deck is not.
Think about that when you trying to date or you want to talk.
Time, you're done. You take me off.
People like, wait, what? I thought we was just talking, man. And that's what happened.
I heard your voice do this.
It's over with.
And I got irritated.
I'm done. I'm good.
I'm dead.
All right. Somebody said I had a wrinkled shirt on stage the other day. And I scrolled. You ready? You ready?
Y'all going to hell, bro.
I'm not kidding. Some chick was like, "You need to iron your shirt." And I was like, wow. And then I guess the internet be interneting and listening, because I scrolled past an Instagram video that I thought was really funny because it fit how I felt in that moment. And I'm going to switch to my other, I told you I wanted to be a voice actor when I was a kid. So I'm going to switch to my British alter ego to say this. Somebody told me that I need to straighten up and press my shirt with an iron. How ironic. Seems just last week I was flying down the old block pressing your men with the iron. You weren't too pressed about that? Keep my name out your fucking mouth. My dad owns a yacht.
What the fuck? Not my dad owns a yacht. I'm screaming,
All right.
actually.
When I tell you I saw that video, I was like, good Lord.
Unhinged. No see.
Leave my wrinkly shirt alone on stage, bitch.
Unhinged.
That's why your life wrinkled.
Activities.
Go ahead.
That's why you ain't got no man. Bring him over here so I can wrinkle him.
Press his ass.
I'm gonna fold your man in half. Fuck him up. Quit playing. Y'all know what it is already, baby. It's noodle talk, baby. What you gonna do about it? I said we in your speakers. You know we in your speakers. What you gonna do about it? Huh?
Nothing. Shit. Wow. I'm good.
We gotta work on this.
You ain't finna do shit. You ain't finna do a goddamn motherfucking thing, but tune in next time.
Oh my
That's what
God.
you gonna do.
In the show. In the